Hey guys, it's Bethany Drew here, Stampin' Up! In Valparaiso, Indiana, and it's almost a miracle that I'm starting mostly on time. So I hope a few of you will, I hope nobody came on and checked out, but I just took the fastest shower of my life. So I just was like, if I don't get it done before my video, it's even crazier after my video's done and I'm running and picking up kids and getting supper ready, and then I help with youth group, so I needed to get it done. So I kind of took it to the last minute. But hey Chris, yay, you set your alarm. Thank you, I appreciate those of you who want to be reminded to come visit me, because I love when you visit. So it is March now. What? So crazy that it's already March. Not only is it March, it is just yesterday, Stampin' Up! Brought out a second release of new SALE-A-BRATION product that you can earn for free. Say what? Yeah. So if somehow, like me, you've already earned everything in the SALE-A-BRATION brochure or everything that you wanted, there are more awesome good things to show you. So I'm going to show you a few of those things, and I won't show you all the cards I've made them, but I'll give you a little teaser, just because now we only have, we have 4 weeks technically, but I'm kind of bummed that March is the last month of SALE-A-BRATION, because the last week of March, my family often goes on vacation or visits family, and so I feel like I only have 3 weeks to show you everything that I want to show you, and there's just not enough time. So we are going to focus today on the Botanical Prints Product Medley. So it's kind of more advanced than a kit for more avid stampers, but a beginner stamper still could get it. However, one of the things in there, you do need a big shot or some kind of die cutting machine. And then I am going to show you some of the second release product stuff too. But first, I also want to show you, and I'll get it off my face as soon as possible here. I wanted to show you, because it's the last month of SALE-A-BRATION, it's also the last month of the most awesome recruit deal that I've ever seen to sign up and join my team. So I wanted to remind you of how awesome that is. So let me turn it around, and I'm going to show you guys just a picture of what you could get for your starter kit. So if you were thinking about joining, first you get to pick $125 worth of stuff. Now, if you looked at the Botanical Prints Product Medley that I'm about to show you, and you were like, oh, I love that, you could add that. So you can put whatever you want in your starter kit, which is awesome. You build your own. I also want to remind, I have my my Band-Aid off, yay, so that's not going to get in the way, but I still have, it's still healing, so it's like catching on stuff. It's still annoying, but not as bad as the Band-Aid. So that only made sense to those of you who saw me last week, and I had my Star Wars Band-Aid on. But so you can pick anything you want in your starter kit. So I'm going to move my little bucket over to the side again so it's out of the way. So to show you quickly what's in the Botanical Prints Product Medley, this is the stamp set. So it's got some sweet little, it's a simple stamp set. It's a, what do you call it? Chris, what do you call it when it's really fine, detailed, and it looks almost photographic? Somehow that's escaping my mind. But it is really pretty because it almost looks like a photograph, the detail of it. So the product medley is $70, but it comes with a stamp set. It comes with a set of dies. So this is where I said you would want a big shot or die cutting machine. So it has, it comes out with a couple leaves. It cuts out the 3 big images that you can stamp and some corner things, which I'm bummed I haven't used those yet, but you know, only so much time. It also comes with 48 sheets of 6x6 paper that's so pretty. There's some, I think, black and white and then color on each side. I love this one. You'll see when I show you my stamps. I love the stripes. So there's black and white, and then there's some gray, black and white on the other side. So some pretty basic paper. Some of it has pretty black and white designs on the other side. I know, isn't it cute? And this is, some of are in colors, so the pretty peacock is really a pretty color. The terracotta tile, crushed curry is the yellow color in there. But I'm going to show you, because this is different than a kit, because you get all this stuff, but it doesn't really give you instructions. You're on your own to do what you want with it, which can be really awesome. And if you watch me today, you'll have a lot of ideas, because it also comes with 4 sheets of just die cut distinctive. Thank you, Chris. That's what I was trying to think of, distinctive stamp set. So it comes with 4 sheets of die cut. As you can see, I already used some. Some of them are just awesome little shapes that you can stamp a sentiment on. So it's got that for you. There's 4 of these, which I've used 1. Laser cut pieces that you could use the white side or the pretty peacock side. It also comes with some ribbon, so old olive ribbon, which has got a pretty, like, I think it's a grosgrain ribbon. But I'll show you using that too. And find my box again here. And it also comes with a dozen of these little bee elements that you could stick on with a glue dot. They say copper, but they kind of look goldish copper to me. Okay, so all of that you get for $70, which is awesome. So if you were going to sign up under me, you could get that whole product medley, and you still have more to choose. So you get to pick $125 worth of stuff with your $99 starter kit. So I could also, and again, I'm just giving you an example, I could buy that whole product medley. I could also buy the Abstract Impressions stamp set if I wanted some more flowers. I could add a Wink of Stella glitter brush, because those are awesome. I could add some more elements, the frosted and clear epoxy droplets, which you'll see me use those on a couple. And then, if you remember, the special for this month too is you get this cool little guillotine paper cutter trimmer that could be awesome for scrapbooking or card making. You could trim photos or 6x6 paper with this. So you get this and a whole 48 sheets of like a sampler designer paper from the spring catalog. So you get that for free with your $99 starter kit as well. Plus, you can also choose a free stamp set, and that could be any stamp set. Now I'm just showing you this is one of the most expensive ones, so if you're going to choose a free stamp set, you might as well go big, right? So this is Rooted in Nature because it comes in 2 cases, and I love this one with the trees and the leaves. It's so pretty, and I love the bold sayings in it too. So you could pick this in your starter kit too, and you could get all of that for $99, and it's free shipping. And you have through June to get a demonstrator discount, so you would get 20% off all of your any demonstrator orders until you get to a certain amount of sales, and then you end up earning 25% if you stick with it. So, but there's no penalty if you go out. So I'm just saying, if you love this, this is a great time to just get, you could get close to $250 stuff with a $99 starter kit. And again, it's free shipping. So it's an awesome time to try it out. If you've been thinking about it, I would just say go for it and sign up. Be a part of my team. It's so much fun. They just announced that in May, just before the new catalog comes out, they're going to do some little local, just 3-hour events. And one is going to be happening in Lafayette, which is only like an hour and a half away. So a few of us are going to register, and I think March 17th is the day to register for that. So if you sign up under me before March 17th, you could sign up to come to a little 3-hour event, and then we would get the catalog early and make a couple of make and takes. I think it's only like $35 to register for the event, and a lot of us would drive together. So those are added perks too of being a demonstrator, is getting to do fun events. So again, that was just an example, but you could pick anything you wanted for your starter kit, which is awesome. So again, just to review, I'm going over the botanical prints here. And if you're joining, or if you're just coming on, say hi. Well, howdy, Teresa. That's cute. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I showed you the Seriously the Best kit. So towards the end of the spring catalog, there are different kinds of kits. There's an all-inclusive one. We've got Paper Pumpkin that you can subscribe to, which I've been talking about. The March one, if you subscribe before March 10th, you get a free stamp set. So that's an awesome subscription that you can get monthly, which is awesome. This is an all-inclusive stamp set. So it has the stamp set, a little ink spot, everything you need. So totally for beginners who don't want to get any extra tools. Now this Seriously the Best kit is awesome, and it comes in this sweet little box. But the stamp set isn't included in the kit. You'd have to get that separately. And I just did a class where people were able to just come use my stamp set. And then here is the product medley. So for $70, what I just showed you, you can get all that designer paper, the die cut pieces, the bees, the dies, the stamp set, all the designer paper, and the ribbon. And I think $70 is a really good deal. I mean, let's think about it, ladies. How often do you go shopping and you get a purse or one sweater for $70 without batting an eye, and maybe you wish it was more on sale, but this is $70 you'll spend, and it will make over 50 cards for you and more, because you have the stamp set that you can keep stamping. So just putting it in perspective, I think it's a good deal. And before I get into showing you what you can make with this, I did want to show you, so I'm going to move all that to the side. I did want to show you what the new Stampin' Up! Celebration stuff is. Okay, so we still have, and I'm going to show you, the Meerkat is still available. Now, all celebration items are just available while they last. So they could run out before the end of celebration, because some things have already run out. But I'll show you quick. Here's just a couple cards I made with those little meerkats. They're really cute. They're adorable. There's that little silhouette one that I made. Did I put something? Happy birthday to a stand-up friend. So the meerkat's cute. That you can earn with the $50 order. With a $100 order, you can earn all those pretty dies. I love that border piece. And then with a $50 order, you can earn the lily pad stamp set. And these are really fun to color in too. And the dies are awesome, are really pretty. Again, I love the little border. So the lily pads, that's still available. The lily pad designer paper, that's still available, which I just showed you on those. This twine and sequins, that is out. So it is gone. Not available anymore. The birthday, happy birthday to you. And they coordinate with some dies that are in our, and I think the coordination products are just through March too. So here's the happy birthday to you stamp set. It even matched with our February Paper Pumpkin kit, which was really cool too. So this happy birthday cake is really adorable, and I love the dies. Make it even better, of course. Now this kit, the kerchief card kit, that is also gone. So they have sold out of those. The Golden Honey specialty paper, I don't know if that's back or not. For a while, because of the coronavirus, it was bogging down shipping and stuff. Sending You Thoughts is a sentiment set. That's still available. These are still available, the Thoughtful Blooms. And I showed you just last week or even the week before some really beautiful things you can make with that small bloom punch. Now, yay! Here's some of the new things, and I have showed you some of this, but I wanted to reiterate, these are new things that now, I was just teasing you, but now you can earn them. So with a $50 order, you can, and I just have cut little pieces because I've been using all of it, of this foil designer paper. Now it's only one-sided because why would you even want to cover up the foil side? It's so gorgeous. I mean, this probably is my favorite one, this big flower one, but they're all pretty. And here's a few examples. There's the Sending Healing Hugs. It's a really pretty paper to just sponge over. Here I used my sponge roller. I think I showed you that the other day. Here's a new one that I made. And I put down Sending Hugs. That's a sentiment from another one of the new ones. It is just so pretty. This one I sponged with Calypso Coral, but then I also used some of my blends to make the center a little bit darker. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness, these are so much fun. And then I ran through this white piece before I put the strips down of the designer paper through that subtle embossing folder. And it really does do a lot to it. Isn't that pretty? Gorgeous. So this paper I highly recommend. If you're going to put orders in, this is stuff you can get for free now, so it's awesome. And here after I said Sending Hugs, I stamped, and this is actually one of our stamps from the product medley that I'll show you. And then I did use, so I used a bunch. This is where if you have several sets, because I really love this saying from the Abstract Impressions. This is, if flowers were hugs, I'd send you 1,000. Isn't that a great saying? I love it. So I kind of mixed a lot of different things with that one. So those papers are available now. Yay! They're so much fun. Also, with a $100 order, this new Rise and Shine stamp set, and it matches our if you got the Cup of Cheer, or no, not Cup of Cheer, Cup of Christmas stamp set in the holiday catalog. All those dies will cut out the mugs, and they're also dies that will cut out the tag, even though the tag is pretty easy to cut out. And so there's just some examples that they already had for you, but here's one in purple that I did. You've got this, but first tea, and you could do tea or coffee. And I did a couple tea ones because I'm not a coffee drinker, but I do know and have friends who are coffee drinkers. But I'll show you a couple more. Next week I'll show you more. Shoot, my battery's already saying low. I'll show you a couple more of mine. You've got this, but first coffee. So here you could send this to a coffee lover. So cute. I love the little wispy steam there. And you might need your sunglasses on for this one, but this is nice and bright. Isn't this fun? I love it. Coffee, Rise and Shine. Baked today, amazing. So I wanted to use just bright colors. And isn't it fun to use bright colors? Right now, we're thinking spring, and oh man. So this set is really cute. So you can earn that for free right now. I'll show you the other ones next week. There also is, and I haven't gotten this one, the Well Dressed stamp set. If you need Father's Day ideas, you can earn this for free with a $50 order. Now, for those of you just watching who are maybe new, these are things you can't purchase. You just earn them with an order. So if you have a $150 order, you can earn 2 or 3 things, depending on which ones you're earning. Now this is the pretty vellum, and I also cut out one of the flowers from there with this one. So this vellum, it comes in the Pool Party, the Soft Seafoam, and the Purple Posy colors, which is pretty. So I like this vellum too. So you can earn the vellum for free right now. And then there's another cute set. This one is called Tags in Bloom. And it matches, there are two punches that are really awesome actually. This one punches out this, but it also punches out a slit to put ribbon through and a little like tag hole too. So that's, what are they? I can't remember which one. One of them is Label Me Fancy and one of them is Lovely, Label Me Lovely Punch. And this is the bigger one. So the punches coordinate with that. And this is a super simple one that I just stamped that big stamp down in black on the vanilla. And then I punched out a piece in Purple Posy and stamped there. But I'm going to show you a few more ones with this stamp set too. I did want to show you real quick because I didn't finish this. This one I stamped and then I actually fussy cut out because the punch only punches this shape out. So I did fussy cut out. And then I actually stamped it again on some vanilla and I fussy cut out another flower to put on the bottom. I'd seen a couple examples where they had them on the top and the bottom, and I think that's kind of cool. So if you don't mind fussy cutting, it doesn't take a whole lot of time. You just leave a little bit of a border around so then they focus on just the lines of the stamp. And then that lines up right here, and I'm going to tuck that under. And voila! Now you've got the flowers on the top and the bottom. Isn't that pretty? And if you wanted to add a little bit more sparkle, I could. And I colored these in with my blends. But this is where I love the Wink of Stella brush. It's awesome. Oh shoot, I was going to put people in a drawing for the, speaking of that Wink of Stella glitter brush. That adds just a fun little extra something to it. So that's the most simple one, and just with a little ribbon in there. There's the blue one. Here's a red one. This is the Lovely Lipstick. Isn't that pretty? And this is pretty much monochromatic. The only thing I did with when I stamped my Wishing You the Best is I inked it up in the Poppy Parade, so it's a little bit brighter red. So can you tell that there's a little bit of a difference? It looks almost like an ombre effect. And then I kind of stamped it off a little bit, and then I inked the Lovely Lipstick, the darker, over it, and not all the way up. And then the flower, so the whole outline, thank you, Chris. I embossed this, so I stamped it in Versamark. I put embossing powder over it, and this is the, I want to get it right here, Shimmer White. So the Shimmer White embossing powder. So it's got sparkle and glitter in it along with white embossing powder. And isn't that fun? Because it really has some sparkle and shine to it. So this is pretty monochromatic. I just added a layer of vellum and then a layer of the Lovely Lipstick, the gingham designer paper, and then on the Lovely Lipstick base. Isn't that pretty? And then I wanted to show you one because I was using this a lot because it's just such a pretty shape. It is. But there are some other little flowers in here, and they're fun too. And so I stamped this flower in my Memento black pad. So I stamped it in black, and then the colors, that's what's fun about these stamps. You can just stamp over it and fill it in with a color. So I used my Mango Melody and filled in those flowers. And then there's the little center. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for sending the love. So the center I put in Early Espresso, and one I would color in the full strength, and then I just wouldn't re-ink it and stamped it again. So there's some that are a little darker and some that are a little lighter. And then I added with those cute our little small blossom punch, a couple little extras. And I used the Sending Hugs in this, and then I used this label punch, and I put a slit there, and I added a little lace to make it a little bit more cute. Now, after I had colored and stamped that whole background, I rolled it through my embossing folder, the Parisian one. So that's even fun. You know, remember, you can do that. If you have your Big Shot, you can run through after you've inked up and stamped your background, you can also emboss it, and that just adds even more texture. Isn't that fun? And then I sponged around the edges with a little brown. So that's a few of the tags in bloom. And Joe knows that Tuesday nights are usually my late night, the night before my video. I usually am staying up late to do, because I made a lot of those last night. All right, so without any further ado, let's look at the product medley, which is my focus today. And I will show you, I'm going to show you real quick how to do a couple of these, okay? So here's some simple examples. If you just have our thick white cardstock is a great base. If you see a lot of my cards, I start off with the white thick cardstock because it just really is a good base, and then you can go with any colors. So I've got my thick white, and I already scored it. And I'm gonna do it a little bit differently than this one, but I'm gonna show you just how to do something similar, but step it up a little bit. Okay, so this time, instead of just leaving it one layer, I embossed a piece of white, and I'm gonna pop that up. But before I pop that up, I'm gonna put all my layers on here first. So can you see that? I put it through my subtle embossing folder, so it does give you that subtle finish. And now I'm just gonna put, this is Blackberry Bliss, one of my favorite deep purples. Put that down first. And then instead of, with this one I have Mango Melody, and then I used the gold foil. And here I'm going to add a little bit of our glitter paper. So this will be the extra bling on this card. So that's going to go over the Blackberry Bliss. So this is a great way, I'm showing you too, this is a great way when you've trimmed off paper and you've got scraps. You know, how are you going to use them? It's great to use. Oh, I just ran out. Ran out of my snail. Glad I ordered some more snail on my last night's demo order. I put another demo order in just last night because Stampin' Up! Just announced we have this awesome new suite that's going to be available in April. And I'm not going to tempt you too much with that news until I have it in my hands and I can play with it. All right, so I've put Blackberry Bliss, the glimmer paper, and then the striped paper down. And this time, like, I stamped right on the paper here, but I'm going to use some extra. I cut out, in black, I cut out one of the shapes from one of my favorite set of dies from that So Sentimental bundle. And I think I'll put that down here somewhere. So I'm actually, I got to put that one away. That one's gone. So we'll put this one down. You know what? I don't want to do that. I want to put it up on dimensionals because I want to stick one of my elements underneath that. So change my mind. Glad I didn't put it down yet. If you're just coming on, say hello. I love when people say hi and join me live. It's always good to have visits. All right. Now we've got the I'm always here for you, but that's a little too wide for this one. I think I can fit it. Yeah, I'm going to fit thank you kindly in here. So again, these are pieces that just pop right out that are available, that come in your product medley. So I'm inking this up in my black memento pad. And I'm going to stamp that in the middle of, it's slightly crooked, but that's okay. Sorry if you are an absolute perfectionist. That is one thing that I really like about the photopolymer sets, that you can see exactly where you're stamping. Now, I'm gonna actually throw in something else too. You'll see in one of my other cards, I cut off the seam, the end binding of the ribbon here. So this is the old olive ribbon that comes with the product medley. And if you cut off the seam, you can actually peel off pieces of the ribbon, and it kind of gives you a wispy pretty look. And now I'm just going to stick down a couple. See, this is impromptu. You're getting the impromptu change. Hi, Evelyn. Thanks for coming by. Just saw one of your pretty cards today. It's so much fun to see what everybody can create with Stampin' Up! Stuff. It really is amazing product, isn't it, guys? I love it. Okay, so that... I'm going to put another one down here, and I'm going to put another one. I kind of want to make sure my ribbon stays put because it's very fine. So having three, I usually wouldn't put 3 dimensionals on this little piece. But when you're trying to put ribbon down underneath there and you want it to stay, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do here. Make sure that's straight. Now isn't that fun to add a little wispy ribbon there? And then this is another one of our pieces, and I can add that on a dimensional and throw that under. This is where these extra pieces, I like to kind of do this last because I'm not sure where I want to stick it. So I'll usually like play around with where I want it. And I think I'll stick it. Where do you think? I think I'll stick it up there. All right. And then I can add that onto my card base. And it's a pretty thank you card. And I could add, this one I put the glimmer, gold glimmer dots. That always adds a little extra something when you have a little extra element of some kind. So I was showing you in my pretend starter kit, these are the clear, there's clear and then there's also clouded, I forget what they're, frosted, epoxy droplets, I think is what they're called. So, and usually when I'm putting down any kind of embellishments like this, rhinestones or anything, I put them in 3. Then you don't overdo it. Isn't that pretty? That just adds a little extra sparkle. So aren't those fun? What do you think? Do you like the orange one or the purple one better? I don't know. I like them both. But that's one way to use the exact same layout, but you can still make it look a little different. Okay? Hey, Sherry. I'm doing great. How are you? All right. I'm going to try to speed things up because my battery said it's low again. So here's another one using some of the designer paper, the ribbon, and just the pieces that you pop out. So this was super fast and easy to put together. Okay, so some you don't have to do a whole lot of work to put together because they've already got those elements that are already there for you. Here's another card I made, and I just stamped. So here's now using our stamp set. You liked the purple one, Teresa? Yeah, I do like that Blackberry Bliss. So this one I stamped in black and white, and then I actually, before I put this frame around, I penciled around a rectangle and I colored in with my blend, so it's kind of a spotlight of color amidst the black and white, and then I stamped friend in there. So I used my blends to color in, and then I put the frame over it, so it covered my little penciled in rectangle. Here's a sample of a card using that, I showed you that laser cut pieces. You get 4 of those laser cut pieces. And then I just cut out a big frame with my rectangle stitched dies, and I stamped this. Yeah, isn't that fun? And this is Rich Razzleberry, and then the pretty peacock. I thought that looked pretty together. Here is, it may look a little busy, but it's kind of fun to use that the new foil paper that we've got. So I stamped this little viney grape thing kind of around the border of the paper, and it resists anything that's foiled. So it kind of almost looks like it's behind those flowers, which is kind of cool. And then I just cut out some leaves, and this is kind of monochromatic because it's all Bermuda Bay. And then I stamped in black the I'm Always Here For You. So I wanted to show you guys, like, you can veer off from the colors. You know, at first you want to just use all the crushed curry and the pretty peacock and those colors that they give you. But look at this pretty card. I stamped on vanilla in my soft suede, so that light brown, in the birch background. And then I cut out the biggest piece in the So Sentimental bundle, and I embossed that in our, again, I used the sparkly glimmer white embossing powder. And this is not Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana. And I sponged over it after I embossed it. Used a little, I think these doilies are retired, sorry, but I love doilies. But everything else is current. And I used the Make Today Amazing from that, it's actually that Rise and Shine, that little mug set. I love that saying, Make Today Amazing. So isn't that fun with the pop of the Coastal Cabana? I love that color. All right, and this is a really cute and easy, again, piece. I just stamped it in black and used the die to cut it out. And then this is actually one of the dies from our, the Peaceful Poppies stamp set. I love that it does that little embossed edge. And then I heat embossed the Hello Friend, and that's from, so this is kind of a combo thing too. Thank you, Chris. I heat embossed the Hello Friend from that Simply the Best kit. So if you do have that stamp set, I love the big bold, the Hello Friend is awesome. And then I just stuck that bee on there with a glue dot. I mean, it was a very fast card. So speaking of that card, I want to show you something similar to that, but it's even going to be faster because I'm going to show you when you make. So again, I'm using white, the thick white cardstock as my base. Now when I'm using, I typically will, if I have it close by me, I will use my Tombow glue instead of my snail when I'm doing a big piece of designer paper, because then when you put it on, it gives you a little bit more give and you can get it straight without being worried about it getting stuck right away. So I'm going to line that up. I cut it the whole size of a card front, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Isn't that pretty paper? And then I just cut out a big piece in our rectangle, our stitched rectangles, so it's just going to look like a framed border. Let me get my scrap paper here, because we're going to keep it very, very simple, and we're going to stamp. Where'd my black go? Here's my black. We're going to stamp this long, instead of those cute little peaches, we'll stamp this long one. And I just want to show you how easy it is to make. I'm rethinking. I think I might want to do a little bit at the top too. We'll just do a few of the little berries. And then I'm going to stamp also in black. I'm going to ink up my Always Here For You. I do love the Always Here For You saying. And isn't that pretty? I love the font of it. So pretty. Okay, so I just stamped that in black. Now if you wanted to add a pop of color, you could get some blends out and color it, but I'm just going to keep it black and white. And then I can pop this up with some dimensionals. I'll just put dimensionals in the corners. I'm telling you, I feel like time has just been flying by too quickly, and spring break is right around the corner, and I just don't have enough time to play. So much good stuff. And then you just pop that down, and isn't that pretty? Not really necessary to do anything else unless you want to add a little sparkle or something. So there's very similar, but again different, just using that designer paper as the whole front of your card too. So, and then when you're trimming it down, there's ways to use the little scrap pieces too. But this is a pretty product medley. So that's why I'm here for you, and I wanted to show you, if you do get the product medley, you can go outside of the colors that the designer paper comes in. So make sure to go outside the box and change up your colors, because you can do lots of different colors. You don't have to stick to the crushed curry and the pretty peacock. And here's my final card. This one I thought turned out so pretty. I used that from the Timeless Tropical Suite, that basket weave or coastal weave or whatever that's called, embossing folder. And then I stamped the bigger flower stamp there and colored in with reds. So again, thinking outside the box. So I colored in with red. I did a little outline, so when I colored in with the blends, I did a little outline, if you can see outside of it looks almost like a shadow around it, and I colored the outside with my soft seafoam. So that ties in then the soft seafoam background. And I'm seeing more and more people who are making cards where they trim around, fussy cut around the letters. It's kind of fun to do every once in a while. I wouldn't do it all the time, but it's kind of fun. Gives it a little bit different look. So I hope you guys liked all my cards that I showed you. This Botanical Prints product medley is a pretty, I think, an awesome deal, and it's got wonderful things that you could just make for days and days. You could make a ton of different cards. So it's gorgeous. And if you're thinking about signing up, it's something you could add to your starter kit and even more, like I showed you earlier. So yay, March. Welcome all those new SALE-A-BRATION product, just to show you one thing from each thing. So that foil paper you can now earn with a $50 order. The Rise and Shine stamp set you can earn. And then the vellum paper, that is something new as well that you can earn for free. And, oh, which one to show? No, I'm going to show the red one. And then don't forget the tags in bloom. So those are 4 more things, and then there's also that kind of Father's Day one with the hat. So there's a manly, masculine one too. So if you have even more on your wish lists, like I always do, and Stampin' Up! Just keeps coming out with more stuff, and I just keep ordering more stuff. In my demo order, I just earned more of this for free that I'll probably give away for gifts. So celebration time is just an awesome time. And if you have time to send me a message and you want to have a party to earn free stuff, please let me know. I would love to do a party with you and have friends come over and they can make a free card. They could come to our house too, or you want to invite them to your house. This just is an awesome time to have a party. So let me know if I can help you with anything. I did want to remind you too, because there's just so many things. Goodness. Remember, the coordination product release is just, I think it's only good through March too. Because there's the birthday dies that match with that cake that I showed you, and then the Please Just Punch designer paper. That's 153, 558 for $11.50, and that matches with 4 different punches. So that's this paper again, and it's really pretty. It has tulips and green. It has the flower punch, so that little blossom punch, some rainbow looking paper. This is probably my favorite. I love these umbrellas and the raindrops. And then it has this light gingham, which is really pretty, and the hearts. So that's the Please Just Punch designer paper. Sorry if I'm overwhelming you because there's just so much stuff. So this was a simple card that I punched out those flowers. Here's some with the umbrella punched out. It's just so cute. I really love those umbrellas. The designer paper is so cute. Obviously I made the most with the umbrella. And the tulips are so fun and easy when you just punch them right out. So that Please Just Punch designer paper is something you can order still this month in March. Oh, and that was something else. That designer paper was something else I could have added to my starter kit. I had added that too. So you can get a lot of stuff this month if you sign up under my team. And like I said, March 17th, if you sign up before March 17th, that is the day that if you are a demonstrator, we can sign up to go to a 3-hour event in Lafayette, which is going to be really cool. I will definitely be going. And that's someday in May that we'll go. And you'll get to make a couple make and takes. You'll get the new catalog early. So it's just it's just fun. We laugh a lot. I love my Stampin' Up! Family are some of my closest friends, and they know my love language of cards. And so it's awesome. I love my Stampin' Up! Family. So if you want to join the family, just let me know. I say just give it a try because this is the best sign up, join my team deal that I've ever seen. So I would love to have you. So with all that said, I'm going to have an open house next week, and I'll put more details and I'll have it out. But next week on Thursday and Friday, I wish I could be open Saturday too, but it's my boys still have soccer Saturday going on, and I coach, and they're at church all day. 3 different schedules of soccer. So Thursday I will be open from, I think, close to all day, but I can't go in the evening because my son Gabe has an orchestra concert. So I'll be open from 9:30 till 5:30, I believe. And then Friday, I'll be open from noon until, I think I can be open till a little later then, on Friday night. So I will have, at my open house, you can make any 2 cards of your choice, and I will have samples of different cards out for people to make. So as they run out, you'll be able to pick 2 different cards for free. And if you come and you place an order, I will have some free gifts for you as well. And I will have some of my retired stuff for sale. And I will have BOGO sales going on too. So not only will you get a free gift from me, but you can also earn some free retired stuff with an order, which is pretty cool too. So I will put more details out on that. That is next week. I can't believe it's next week already, but I had to do it next week because the week after that we're getting ready to leave. So that's why I say March is too crazy. It goes too fast. So I hope that some of you guys can come to my open house. We'll have a lot of fun. I will show pictures later, and I'll put it on my other Drew Daily Stampers group to kind of show you more what some of the choices will be of cards. But they'll all be good, right? You trust me to make some pretty cards for you, or at least design them for you. And then you get to put them together. So, awesome. So that's the product medley of the Botanical Prints. I hope you liked it. And I hope that you guys order. I want to say thank you to everybody who ordered in February. A few people actually did take advantage of ordering in February. Oh, and I will announce who won, because I did get I do have a Wink of Stella glitter brush, actually a new one in a case, but right now I can't find it. But I will do a drawing because I had a couple people order February 29th and people who used the hostess code, and I said you would be in a drawing. So I'm going to have Sam pick a winner today. If not before I leave to pick up Jacob, it'll be after, but it'll be sometime today. So thank you again, everybody who stopped by. I really appreciate the visits, and thank you for the compliments. I so wish I had more time to do this. Do you guys relate to that? I did get a couple loads of laundry and did a little bit of dishes, but I would rather just be in here all day playing. So thanks for coming by. I had fun with you today. We'll see you later. Have a great one. Bye.